Speculation about Manchester United's new manager is intensifying by the day. People are starting to look a little bit further afield, and I like it. It feels like this is something that's going to happen. This feels like this is the man that Manchester United are looking to bring in. And one of the players that really stands out as something that would absolutely transform Manchester United is a young centre-back that is currently plying his trade at Ajax under Ten Hag, and that is Jurrien Timber. According to reports in the Netherlands, including your very, very, very well-connected Ajax journal, Mike Verwege, Ten Hag will try and sign Jurrien Timber if he is appointed as United's manager. And he is a young star that has been linked with a whole host of moves, including to Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, because obviously they need a new young centre-back, don't they? So let's talk about his background a little bit then. So he was born in Utrecht in 2001, and he has got a twin brother called Quinten, and they both started playing football in 2006. They then had 6-year spells at Feyenoord before joining Ajax Academy 7 years ago in 2014. Timber made his way through the ranks before representing Jong Ajax in the second tier of Dutch football, where Jurrien reportedly stood out owing to his leadership qualities. While Quinten never played for Ajax first team, Jurrien was chosen by Ten Hag to make his first team debut in a crucial game against Heerenveen in March 2020. He helped Ajax to a 3-1 win and established himself as a first team regular in 20 and 21, making 30 appearances in all competitions as they won the double of the Eredivisie title and the KNVB Cup. 20-year-old was named in Frank de Boer's Netherlands squad for Euro 2020 and has since made 6 international appearances, including 3 at that tournament. He's enjoyed another brilliant season this season and was one of the nominees in the running for the 2021 Golden Boy Award. So where does he play? How does he play? Jurrien plays mainly as a centre-half in a back three, but he has also deputised quite well as a right-back, mainly down to his athleticism. Having come through Ajax's academy, Timber's very, very comfortable in possession and likes to carry the ball into the opposition half, i.e. something that United really need. When it comes to stepping in and ball playing, he is one of the better centre-halves in Europe. I need to draw your attention to this. This is FBref. FBref looks at where a player is when it comes to their percentile across world football. If you're in the top 1, 2, 3, 4% of world football, anywhere from 94 onwards, you're elite in your position. Jurrien's FBref stats are an absolute joke. They look made up. So he is in the 99th percentile for all of the following, and then I'm going to tell you the ones in the 98th, the 97th, and 95. So passes completed, 99th percentile. Pass completion percentage with 93.4% of his passes completed. Passes completed, medium. Passes attempted, medium. Pass completion, medium. So that's obviously over medium distance. 97% pass completion over the medium range. Ground passes. Passes attempted. Shots saved. Touches in the middle third, dribbles completed, dribbles attempted, players dribbled past, carries, pass targets, passes received, progressive passes received. That means he's getting ahead of the ball to receive the pass at centre-back. Passes attempted, pass completion percentage long, 87.9% pass completion long, passes into the final third, now we're into the 98 percentiles, live ball passes, passes blocked, touches, total carrying distance, progressive passes, progressive carries, total passing distance, passes completed short, passes attempted short, progressive carrying distance. All of those are between 99 and 95 percentile. He is an absolute disgrace of a player based on the stats. He is extremely young still. Here's the interesting factor about him, though. There's no stats for positioning. And for me, positioning is probably one of his greater attributes. His ability to read the game and be in the right position. He's extremely aggressive, which I like. I love that level of chaos when someone can bring that. He's strong in the tackle against opposition forwards. Again, there's no stat for how hard does he hit when he's tackling. These are the attributes he's very good at. He's extremely quick, physical beyond his size and age, clever in his defending, uses his noggin. He's an out-and-out footballer with a seriously ridiculous ceiling. His main weakness he's been a bit on the small side. He's the same size as I am. And I do not make a good centre half. I'm 5'10" and he's 5'10". We have seen Daley Blind successfully play centre half because of his ability to read the game. Even though he was extremely slow, in Louis van Gaal's side it worked. He's just 1 centimetre taller than Daley Blind. That's interesting. Now, his ability to play 1v1 on the halfway line and recover, I think more than makes up for the sort of defending he's going to be asked to be doing. But if he comes up against your Burnleys, your Chris Woods, any of those sort of very, very direct sides, is that a weakness that's going to be targeted, or would he be paired with someone who does have a bit more aerial threat about them? These are the trade-offs you have to think. Would we be better playing out? Would we be better moving the ball through the thirds? And would we be better defending the halfway line if we had Timber at centre-half versus Maguire? Yes, undoubtedly. Would we be more susceptible at set pieces? Would we be more prone to teams going direct down the middle and crosses? Probably. So these are the things that you have to weigh up. For me, it's a no-brainer because of the way I would like to see United play. Absolutely bring him in. Other people have to look at those mitigating factors, though, especially when they've got an £80 million asset right there. So what's Ten Hag said about him then? So Ten Hag says with Timber, Wrench and Gravenberch, the next generation of top talent has already joined the group. At Ajax, we have one of the best youth training programs in the world. He is an example of that. He could even play left back or in central midfield. Interesting. He will not immediately be the leader of the Ajax first team, but he dares to speak immediately and has not been shy in the dressing room. Those are important qualities to get far. I agree with that. Someone that backs themselves is very much needed. United need character. Bringing in more young players doesn't necessarily add to that character. This guy might be one that does that, especially if he came with the manager. Van Basten says, you know what I really like? Timber. He had balls that you don't normally see with a defender. And I also thought he was good in defensive terms. He's a reliable in the defensive part, but he's so comfortable on the ball, looks like a midfielder or even an attacker. You just want to get that ball quickly, and he really goes straight forward. He conquers the ball, immediately gives deep passes, and this is why things are moving in the right direction so quickly. He takes a lot of initiative and immediately looks ahead to play a midfielder or a striker. I love that. I can't tell you how much I love that. That's what you want in your defenders. People that can start your attacks from the back. Frank de Boer said, I will not be afraid to field him. He said after Timber made his second international appearance, he doesn't think, he doesn't blush. He looked like he's been playing for 30 international matches. This is in his second game. And he says, of course, I'd heard that he's a great talent, but I did not expect him to adapt so quickly. First at Ajax, now for Holland. United have already got 5 centre-halves. Erik Bailly, Phil Jones look set to leave. Harry Maguire's been absolutely panned, and I stand by everything I've said about him throughout 21-22. United definitely needs to upgrade this position. If we're getting Ten Hag, this, for me, needs to be part of the conversation that we're having with them. Listen, we can't give you a good transfer fee for the manager, but we'll give you a sexy one to bring a Jurriën Timber as well, because he would absolutely improve Manchester United and could be a real secret weapon for immediately impacting how he wants to play with United, because this guy, just looking at them stats, this guy sets the tone of how we want to play. Mint. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.